Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. Couple of advertisements here: Patreon Elliott Wave Basics course, weekly live streams and more Elliott Wave analysis. Udemy Elliott Wave Advanced course, including RSI, risk management, Elliott Wave strategies and time analysis, and counter-trend capital, trade setups, education and community. Check us out if you're interested in learning more. So here we are on for our time frame, and today again focusing on the smaller structures here, but again just to get a glimpse of the higher time frame here, starting from the lows of 21st of November 2022. We had a couple of different ideas. The main idea here has been that this was some kind of forward move up. Again, whether it's in wave A or wave 1 is not yet clear. There is definitely a possibility for both. Now, if we want to be more bullish, obviously this would be a wave 1, and then we'd be looking for a three-way structure down here into wave 2, and then looking for a third wave up in here. Now, this next structure here has gone almost to the one-to-one extension, which generally means that, again, if we are to dump down here, it is more probable to be a wave C if we hit it. If we fall short a bit, there is definitely a chance for this to become a 1-2, 1-2, which is definitely the more of a bullish scenario. Now, there is definitely a chance that this is the top of the wave 1 that we had previously labeled as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I feel like there is always a chance that this was a wave 4 in here, and this was the 5th. Because again, we do have that divergence going here. We created a new high in price, a lower high on RSI, creating that divergence between these two. So for that to happen though, we would have to have this as some kind of three-way structure here, and this would be the top of third wave. Is that easy to label? Definitely not, but I feel like it is somewhat possible. This wave 4 here, again, would have to be shifted. This whole structure would have to be shifted into here. So wave 4 in here, wave 3 in here, but this structure in the middle is kind of a weird one. We would have to probably say that we have a 1, 1, 2, 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, which again makes this 3 up in here, and then again 4 and 5. But that is one way of labeling this at the end in here, and then we would be looking for a structure coming down. But again, we don't need to be, we don't have a direction bias as of yet confirmed. And again, we are still within the same range that we've been on basically since 17th of March. So half a month, couple of weeks now. Now, the bearish options in this one has possibilities as well, where this was an ABC. Now, we were talking about this option before, where this was a 3, then this was a 3, and then looking for a 5. Now, we have invalidated that idea since we took out the highs here and confirmed that this indeed, this structure here was not a start of something new, but instead it is part of most likely this structure here as a three-way structure that we had as a WXY. And again, why is that invalidated? Is because again, C wave is always a 5-way move, and if the C wave was to start here, invalidation for wave 2 would be at the start of that wave 1. So we would have to shift those things around here in that, so that the wave C would be in here, which definitely makes this a bit weird looking. Wave C would be in here, meaning that wave 5 would have to end here. If we were to shift all of these up in here, we can see how weird looking this whole thing becomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We can see that that structure does not really resemble too much of a 5-way move. There's no correlation between wave 2 and wave 4, and again, that's why I don't really like this anymore. Another reason why I don't really like this is that we hit the 1.618 here of this retracement of this A wave. So again, generally wave Bs don't retrace that much, and that is again a soft invalidation. Now we do have still these divergences playing around, but we had this basically this RSI trend line that was broken to the upside when we had this potential 5-way move upwards, and now there is some pressure at least to this downside. We're still having divergences from these highs over here in play. Oops, not that one. There we go. And yeah, that's basically that. Let's check out the smaller time frames to keep an eye on where we are at. Again, this was the one that I was talking about, where let's actually go through this one first. This was the one that we talked about, where this was a WXY. Again, for the bullish setups, this would be the wave 4, and then we would have another 5-way structure in here to end that 5th wave. Now in here, I can't remember who it was during the live stream mentioned that this could be a triangle, and it definitely fits very decently. I had it ending in here previously, and then I did not really get a good structure in here, other than I'm thinking that it had to be a 5 of some sort. But yeah, this triangle definitely fits very well in here. The only way I managed to end this whole thing is that we have some kind of diagonal in here, and again a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, definitely not the best structure looking, but again, that's the only way I could be labeling it at the moment. Since the highs, this is one possibility, having this as an ABC. ABC, this was the structure I posted on Discord, where we had this as the C wave here and looking for end of X wave here. We had confluence here with the 1.618 extension, and we did get some kind of move downwards. Now, if we are looking at smaller time frame and looking at this, there was a chance that we had a diagonal in here as well. That did not play out. Why? Because again, we have taken out the highs of it. So this is not a 5-way move, but instead this is a 3-way move, where this is 3 here, some kind of 3 here, and then a 3 or 5 in here. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as well. Pull back and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So an ABC of some sort. Now, one way of labeling this C not ending here is ending it here, where this structure would be a wave 4, where this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and having this as a ending expanding diagonal, which is super rare, at least on Bitcoin. I rarely see these, and while I don't really want to be labeling it like this, I'm not quite sure if I can find a very good alternative to it at this very moment, at least. So, of course, this measurement here is about comparing this retracement to this one, and I'm thinking that we could have had a structure coming down in this manner, where this was a 3-way structure coming down. But yeah, that's a bit more local, this one option. The second option is this one, where we have this whole structure from the highs of 22nd of March, having this as a 3-way structure into an A wave, and wave B is massive, A, B, and C. So, okay, I mentioned to here, Cohen was the one who mentioned about the triangle there. So, this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is not a start of something, but an end of something. But as in here, I have not labeled anything on higher time frame what this could be part of. Of course, this could be an end of that higher degree impulse wave structure, but that's that, yeah. The again, other option is that it is an end of this wave B here, and then we'd be looking for a downwards move. The only way I could be looking at this would be that this was a 5-way move into wave 1, then some kind of 3-way move downwards, upwards, and then again downwards movement. I'm not really happy with the diagonal here. Again, it's definitely not perfect. Wave 1 is super short in time, and yeah, these next ones are taking a bit longer, and that is generally not something that you want to be seeing on diagonals. But again, sometimes these things just happen like this, and this is just one option. And yeah, we'd be looking for this to happen again. During the weekend, I'm not quite sure if I like this, because the expectation would be that we are looking for a wave 3. And during weekend, we are most likely just going to go sideways. And we'll see how long that is going to take. But again, clear invalidation of this scenario would be at these highs, 29.2. I don't really look for trades at the moment. I'm waiting for see where this is going to go. And I've been taking trades on altcoins. I'll post it on the CTC Discord as well. But yeah, those are a bit different ones than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I feel like I want to be trading a bit these higher time frames, while I was more of a scalping a few trades altcoins there. But I think those are the scenarios I'm watching at the moment, and we'll see how this goes and if one of these is going to go through, and see if we can get some trades later on. But again, if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes and comments on this video, and if you want to educate yourself, check out the beginner's course for Elliott Waves and live streams on Patreon, and the education or more advanced education on the Udemy course with the RSI as well, and strategies there as well. CTC, trade setups and more education as well. Check us out there as well. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Bye bye.